Okay, so hello and welcome to Embrace from the Beyond.
So Julieanne's down in the LA area and I'm up here in Shasta. So for those of you that are new, my name is Prageet.
And I'm Jules.
Jules or Julieanne. And we've been watching you clicking in and letting us know where you're from. And that's beautiful. We have 3 or 4 different countries from South America. We've got the Scandinavian countries, the different UK countries,
Brazil.
all over Europe. That's several people coming in from Canada. Yeah, there's another Denmark. And of course, all over the States. And there's somebody checking in from Mount Shasta. That's not me.
Oh my goodness.
Italians. Yeah, we've got a lot of Italians. That's great. So yeah, it's always great to see where you're from. It's wonderful for everyone to see that it's like coming from all over the world. And there's a special welcome. Somebody invited their whole group. So Bryce, I believe, has invited his group to
her. I think Bryce is.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Apologies, Bryce. Yeah, her global focus group to join us as well. So welcome.
Okay.
So perhaps we should start by setting an energy field, Jules.
Yeah, let's set a field. It's a little strange for us to do this when we're not sitting right next to each other, even though actually on screen it looks like we are sitting next to each other.
Yeah, and I had a few minutes freak out this morning because I couldn't get onto the system. Mm-hmm. But fortunately made it just in time. And hopefully Ashley is upstairs monitoring this. And she'll be putting the music for the meditation and so on. Are you there, Ashley? You want to say hello too? Okay.
So she says hello.
There's Ashley.
Cool. So for those of you who might be new to the Stargate, this is the Stargate structure. And we use it to create a high vibrational energy field. And it takes us into a meditative space effortlessly. So we're going to start today's broadcast by actually inviting this field and relaxing into it.
Yeah, the one Jules showed you is just a small personal Stargate. The ones that we work in workshops are actually 2 meters or even 3 meters high. Okay, so the Stargate structure is a physical structure is an anchor for a high dimensional consciousness that we call the etheric Stargate. And so we're going to be inviting an etheric Stargate to create an energy field around the 2 of us. And if each one of you ask, then that field will be created around you too.
Okay.
So I'll let Jules guide that.
All right. So just close your eyes. Inviting the body to relax. And as the body relaxes, just notice that your mind can also start to relax and expand. And asking inside now for an etheric Stargate, which is the consciousness of the Stargate, to come and to form around you. And you can even imagine this pyramid structure forming around you. And so we call
for etheric Stargates to come down around each and every one of us, whether we are listening live or whether we are listening to a recording. You can invite an etheric Stargate and it will respond to you if you're sat in a meditative space and having the intention of connecting to that etheric Stargate, that quantum consciousness.
And now you are surrounded by your own personal connection to the Stargate. And we invite you to ask inside for your Stargate to activate, to create a high vibrational field. And so we call for the activation of all the etheric Stargates. And as you simply relax, you begin to entrain with this energy field. And so we can raise the vibration. But first, we invite you to connect to the earth. And so, asking inside now for the energy of Gaia, the energy of your earth, to connect in to your energy field, into your body.
We call for the energy of the earth, the energy of Gaia, to connect into our energy fields, into our physical bodies.
Beautiful. And now just asking inside for your Stargate to vibrate faster and faster. And as so many of you are familiar with this Stargate work, we will invite you just to ask for a strong 12th dimensional energy field.
We call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in all the etheric stargates.
And just the asking is all that is needed. And you will start to notice that as you simply relax into this field, your own vibration is touched. Your vibration starts to rise until you too are vibrating at this higher level. And on this day, we wish to invite the ones known as the angelic realm to be with you.
And so each one of you asking inside, we call for the presence of the angels.
And just feel the energy changing gently as the angels bring their presence to you. Nothing to do. And we invite you to stay in this relaxed space, for it is in this receptivity that you can feel the messages of your intuition. As we move through the various questions, as we bring through the Alcazar, the channeled responses from the beyond, we invite you to listen with that energy of your intuition also.
Great, lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm just seeing more people checking in. Hi, our friend Olga from Russia.
Yeah,
It's nice
hi,
to hear
Olga.
from you again. Yeah. And then there's people from Spain, Portugal, France, Germany, and so on. So it's beautiful. Really wonderful just to feel you all out there. We're broadcasting this not just on this particular, what do you call it, Jules?
Platform.
Platform, there you go. But we're also on Facebook and where else,
YouTube.
Jules? And YouTube. All of these different avenues to connect with people. Not only that, in Italy and Hungary, for example, there's simultaneous broadcasts going with translations into those languages. And so we're reaching out for thousands of people just in these short hours together. So we're bringing together people from around the world. So let's start with the first question.
Okay, sounds good.
So this one's from Viviana in Italy. I'm amazed with the new program, the Valentine's Intensive. My question is, can I do the main meditation about the universal love many times, or is it too much? Is it recommended to do it again and again? There's one for you to answer, Jules.
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, beloved ones, it is important to realize and to recognize the importance of building the energy in this Valentine's intensive. It was a building up until this moment of receptivity when the universal love could come in. And so when you first are listening to these, it is important to be with this process, be with your inner processing. For it is through the love that you bring to your past and the love that you bring to your present that you create that fertile ground for the seed energy of universal love to come in. Know it well, beloved ones. This universal love is a seed. It is a seeding from the multiverses, not just from your universe. And it is coming as a transformative force. And so once you have been through this building up process, once you have completed the arc of the meditation series, you are welcome to bring this universal love again and again. And we would invite you in your day-to-day lives to tune in and to just see if you can feel the reverberations, the resonance of this universal love in your being. Call it forth so that you know that you have direct access to this energy.
Beautiful. So, Viviana, yes, you can do this meditation again and again. Just one thing, don't make it a head trip though. Just do it when you feel it. It's not like you're going to get more if you do it again and again and again. No, do it when you feel it, whether that's once a day or a couple of times a day or once a week, whenever you feel drawn, when the feeling is there, not just working from your head.
Cool.
All right. The next question. Now, this is also about the same Valentine's intensive. I've just completed meditating and listening to the opening to the Universal Love audio set. Wow. I feel new possibilities opening within me and am experiencing a deeper feeling of wholeness and joy of being myself. My question is about anchoring the blueprint for new humanity here on Earth from places outside of Slovenia. I sense an opportunity to be a bridge to assist these new blueprint energies to anchor in. I no longer see distance the same way as I used to, and instead of feeling bummed out, disappointed that I won't be physically present in Slovenia, it occurs to me that perhaps my highest service is to be a transformer here, to bring in the frequencies of the new blueprint into my area. I'd like to ask Alcazar how those of us who will not be physically present in Slovenia in April can connect at home. And this is from Yanni, I don't know how you pronounce it, and her dragon and fairy friends. Okay. Well, we know there's lots of people that would really like to be with us in Slovenia who, for various reasons, can't actually make it. And we actually closed it once, and then we discovered that the room was larger than we thought. So we just opened it again for people to sign up. And we're getting very close to closing it again because we're reaching the maximum of the room.
Which is going to be amazing. The more people who are physically present, the stronger the energies are. You would think that you would have to work harder to create the energy for more people, but it's the opposite. It's like having a room full of this potential energy, and all you have to do is give the spark, and it's like...
So to answer Yanni's question, first of all, yes, we feel that it's really important for as many people who are not physically present to connect in. And
we have a special announcement. Yeah.
No, let's not do it.
Oh, no? I think we need to. Well,
you have to thank Jules for this.
Yeah. From the moment that...
She's been working very hard on creating this.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Well, okay. So from the moment that we announced the blueprint for a new humanity, so many people who can't make it in person have been asking, can we live stream it? And there are so many factors that we actually initially thought that we wouldn't be able to. But then we just found out that the hotel has the ability to give us really, really, really fast internet. And so we're like 90% sure that we're going to be able to live stream it. And so we'll announce it for certain in the next week or so. But we're really excited because there's a potential it will be audio only, but there's also a good potential that we'll do actually like a video live stream with like someone who's dedicated to having the video feed, which would be really awesome. So we're really excited because that way, as the blueprint, as these energies go out, we'll actually have them going out instantaneously around the world. And so to answer Yanni's question and her fairy friends in Dragon Realm, yeah, people are excited. Woo!
So yeah, and the other thing is that there's a possibility that we will also be able to be transmitting, sharing live some of the other languages as well. So we're working on that. So those people that don't understand English very well will be able to get that a simultaneous translation into their language also being broadcast live.
Yeah, so that feels good.
Yeah, and for those people that will be asleep or working during those times, we're actually going to be broadcasting in 4 sections during the day of about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. And after that section is over, you'll immediately get the replay. So you don't have to wait for the whole day, or you can do a part of it and then go to bed or get up early, and yeah, however it fits with your schedule.
And I have a feeling that Alcazar will actually be working with people around the world who are tuned into that live stream to actually invite them to be those kind of like transformers or repeaters of the energy.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you choose to do that, then you just invite an etheric Stargate to be with you during the time that you share with us. Okay.
Cool.
So, next question. This is from Lucia. I wonder whether the innate is the same as the subconscious mind, since both seem to rule the body and connect to it. That's a really great question, Lucia, and it's complex in a sense. So I'm going to ask Alcazar to answer that one. And so, beloved one, we appreciate your question, and we appreciate your awareness and your thoughtfulness around this. So, the first thing that we wish to say, or to ask perhaps to each one of you, where do you think your mind exists? The mind itself is not physical. This brain-mind mechanism works in a way. The mind itself is the interplay, the interconnecting between the physical brain and the superconsciousness. So it is very difficult to draw a line between the subconscious, which is the various programs that are running, and that which is the superconsciousness. They merge as one, so to speak. The superconsciousness, the innate aspect of the superconsciousness, communicates with every single cell simultaneously. So, for example, when there is a healing occurring, then the innate, the superconsciousness, for the innate is part of the superconsciousness, the innate talks to each cell simultaneously, sending light. And the scientists have just begun to recognize this biophotonic light that is a communication system, both inside the cells and between the cells. They think this energy is coming from the DNA. In fact, it is coming from your innate into the DNA, and then the DNA is radiating out into the cells and into the surrounding network. So, the subconscious mind, again, as mind is that interaction, it is the programming that is running all the time. The programming, beautiful things like how do you breathe? How do you walk? These are programs also. You learn this as a child, and then the program is set within the subconscious. How do you talk? All these various things are beautiful. Then there's the physical aspect of the body, the heart beating, the food being digested. All these things are happening through the subconscious programming. So, the interaction between the subconscious and the innate is subtle. They are different and they are the same. So, it is perhaps a confusing answer. But the difficulty is when we are referring to energies in the quantum field and trying to understand it with the physical mind, brain-mind mechanism, there are always challenges because the words that we can use do not accurately describe the greater reality. But it is a beautiful question. So thank you. And we hope that we have assisted perhaps a little in your understanding. Okay? Okay, another question from Judith this time. Can the Stargate hold and provide higher than the 12th dimensional frequencies?
So, should we let Alcazar answer that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And so, beloved one, your question makes us giggle a little. Because it is the human mind that always wants to go bigger and better and stronger and faster. But in order to truly understand the Stargate work, it is necessary for us to explain to you what exactly is the 12th dimensional energy. When we take you to the upper ranges of your 12th dimensional energy fields, we are actually taking you to the cusp of your multidimensional reality system. So there is your third dimensional reality, which we have called a construct, in which your physical universe exists. And there is the all that is, which you are entangled with, all the other dimensional realities, all the various experiencing that, by the way, you have the ability to connect into. We have told you, you have aspects of your higher self that exist in these other dimensional realities, that are experiencing life in these various realities. And you, the humanness, you are the only one who is not aware of the others. They are in the oneness. They are interconnected to their superconsciousness. They are aware of the human part. And by the way, in your sleep state, you visit many of these aspects. And that is why when you finally connect, there is a familiarity. There is so often tears. So to put it simply, your higher self has the ability to split into 12 dimensional aspects. Your humanness is just one of these aspects. Likewise, when we are taking you to the 12th dimensional frequencies, we are bringing you to that vibration where your human energy field is being vibrated by all these frequencies throughout your dimensional ranges. Is there more? Of course. That which we call the 13th dimension, you can think of as the doorway to another octave of dimensional realities. For now, we suggest that you focus on the reality that you are in, for there is so much for you to explore here.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
I mean, we've had emails sometimes from different people saying, "Oh, well, my friend channels someone from the 15th dimension, and somebody else channels from the 122nd dimension." And it's like Alcazar says again and again, don't be attached to the numbers. It's just frequency. And so, well, Jules has just disappeared for a minute. I'm not quite sure why. And I'm not sure if I'm still on. I guess I am. So let's just continue this for a moment. These other dimensions all exist in the quantum field. And so, yes, I'm on. Oh, great. All these existence, all these different levels exist within the quantum field. And so Alcazar takes us to the 12th dimension. And again, he says, don't be attached to a number. It's just a vibration. So he takes us to a vibration that can allow you to connect very easily to the quantum field, which allows you to connect to all the other possibilities and potentials. But don't be attached to a particular number. Okay? Looks like Jules is back again. Great.
I forgot to plug my computer in, so I had to make sure that... Okay.
Okay, so you can relax again, Jules.
Thank you.
So the next question. Dear Alcazar, I'm wondering what is the best way to deal with negative and rude people in our home and in our workplace at this challenging time? From Zorika. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. So, how do you answer a question like this? Because the world is full of people that we would judge to be negative and rude. So let's see what the boss says. So, beloveds, first of all, let us look at you personally. And then we ask you, why is it that you create in your reality negative and rude people? Especially in your home environment. So let us answer that question. You attract to you situations that you can learn from, situations that actually reflect some of your own programming. So if somebody is rude to you or negative, how do you respond? Do you judge them? If you are calling them rude and negative, that is in a sense a judgment already. But we understand the question. So in every situation where there is rudeness or negativity, it is up to you how you respond, how you are touched by this. What is it that it creates within you? How do you work with this? What is the best way to deal with this, as you say? Even this word deal is a little aggressive. So what to do? Love is the answer. Love for self first. What does this mean? It means don't react. Don't go into your old pattern of reaction against these people, these individuals. First, love self. So it's okay, they are being how they choose to be. If something is directed at you, then it is slightly different, and you need to find a loving, respectful response. But if it is something that is continuing within your home situation, then that is a greater challenge, and you need to ask yourself, why do I have this in my home? Which is a place where usually you can be more relaxed and more open. So why do you create that situation? Why do you maintain that situation in your home life? At work, it is slightly more different because you don't have so much control, so to speak, of your office or work environment. But again, you create, you attract what comes to you. So you attract the rudeness, the negativity. It is possible for you to be in this beautiful, radiant place of love and respect for all. And then less and less of this rudeness or negativity is directed to you. It is all a learning experience. And always look at self first, your reaction or response. Okay? Let me thank you for your question. Okay, another long one. I am Cornelia from Germany and found you 2 hours ago. Well, this was yesterday. Sometime we got this, but anyway. I have strong physical pain that constantly moves around my body. I have a disease in the background, which I do not want to give more energy. Well, I'm going to respond to that part right away, because you say you don't want to give it more energy. What that implies is that you're pushing it away, ignoring it. And that is not a solution. You need to take a look at what that disease, that energy is telling you. It has a message. We've talked more about that in the past, and so that's something that you can research if you like, Cornelia. So you're saying, I have a disease in the background, which I do not want to give more energy. I've looked at it so much and solved it maybe, but the pain remains. Well, looking at it and not understanding it means you haven't solved it if the pain is still there. Alcazar has said about all pain, all kinds of pain, it's holding on to something. Pain is holding on, not wanting change to happen. So maybe you can look at that aspect as well. I find it extremely difficult to accept pain because it gives me the feeling that it tears me apart. So I guess I'm just going to go through this bit by bit. You say it's difficult to accept pain. Well, if it's there, you need to accept it, but you don't have to say, okay, I'm going to keep it. So yes, if it gives you that feeling it tears you apart, then that's a really good incentive to try and understand the issue, the cause, and do something about changing it. Sometimes I just want to get rid of it. I cannot say that I recognize and love it as an experience. So again, you don't have to love the pain. Of course, you want to get rid of it. You don't want to be living in pain. That's natural. Yesterday, I gave up and tried to reach a doctor to shut down the pain. I still wait for his response. And today, I found you without looking for you. Well, that's what most people do, is find a doctor and ask for a pill. And that can cover up the pain. That can even remove the disease for a short while, but the originating cause, which is some kind of programming or understanding that you have in the mind, that will continue to create difficulties in your life. And very often these illnesses can return. So, may I ask the question, what is it about my pain and the illness? I cannot find my solution without help. Maybe there is a reason that the doctor forgot to call me back. Maybe Alcazar can send me his energy and words so that I can understand better this process in my being. I think it is time to let go of all this, but I really don't know how. Okay, Cornelia, well, that's very courageous of you to ask when you've only just discovered Alcazar and the Stargate work. So let's see what Alcazar can say for you. And so, beloved one, we greet you and we appreciate so much that you have asked this question, because it is a question and an answer for many, many people who are suffering right now, who have suffered in the past, and who may in the future create dis-ease, discomfort in the body. We would suggest that all illness, all dis-ease has a root cause which is in the programming, in the belief systems held in your subconscious. And so each illness or disease has a specific message if you can isolate and understand it. And so, beloved one, how do you deal with this? There is a process which we call the inner child work. And this can help you access some of the beliefs that you have. And these beliefs sometimes create this illness, this dis-ease. It can also come from judgment, self-judgment. I am not good enough. I don't deserve. There are so many different possibilities of what it is for you. And so we can only talk in a general way. So you can look and see, what is the message of this pain, this difficulty? Where is it in your body? And there is a beautiful guide by Louise Hay, who has written down the different diseases or parts of the body and the general message that each part or each disease is giving to you. This is a good place to start, and then to ask yourself, how does this relate to me in my life and me in my thought processes and my beliefs? So, beloved one, it is possible indeed to dissolve this pain. It takes a little research and intent for you. We would suggest also that to experience some of the Stargate meditations that are available on our website. We have many free meditations. Start to meditate with these. Why? Because they will begin to raise your consciousness, your awareness. And with a sharper awareness, then answering some of these questions that I have posed will assist you in becoming clearer about how to proceed for yourself. And so we thank you for your question. Okay.
Yeah. So just one other method that you can use if you have any kind of physical discomfort is what Isabel Benarus calls the biosyntax. And it's a brilliant way of, you take yourself to a moment in time when it was really bothering you, and you ask yourself, okay, what did it feel like in my body? Did it feel like a pressure, for example? And then you ask yourself, what did it mean to me to have that? It could mean like, okay, I was scared. And then you would ask yourself, okay, there's nothing for me to do. I'm going to ask my brain mind mechanism to take me back in time before the symptoms started to a time when I felt pressure and I felt scared. And so that's a one way that you can pinpoint what that program or conflict is behind the dis-ease. So it's an inquiry method that you can try.
Yeah, actually, this is a very easy to read book that Isabel has created.
It's
What's
called
that called, Jules?
Break the Code of Your Illness. So you can check out Isabel at bioreprogramming.net.
So Ashley, can you put that in the chat so that people can have that link? Okay, next question. There's one that has just arose this morning, which I'm going to put in, which we hadn't actually intended to talk about, but it's important, I think. It has to do with abundance. And the question is, how does my attitude about life affect me living in abundance? I want to live in abundance, but it's not happening. So, this is a vast question in a sense. What is abundance? So let's Alcazar come again. And so, beloved ones, when people talk of abundance, so often they are just referring to money or possessions. Abundance is far more than that. Abundance is having what you need, when you need it, and a little extra to share. And when we say what you need, we are not talking about basic minimum. What you need is, what do you need to live a fulfilling, beautiful life? And so, for example, you need to have beautiful, loving relationships. You need to have lovely vacations. You need to be able to travel if you wish to. Not everybody wishes to. You need to have the luxury in life if that is one of your desires. So abundance is not just money. Abundance is friendship. Abundance is love, the joy of living, the joy of this beautiful earth. So, because this question was directed more towards money, we will focus a little bit on that. So, your attitude towards money is really important. If you feel there is never enough, then that feeling and that thought radiates out into the quantum field. And beloveds, it is important to understand that your energies are radiating every single moment. And they are radiating into that which we call the quantum field, beyond the third dimension. And from the quantum field, the universe responds to you. Your guides, if you wish to see it that way, respond to you. They create situations that reflect your thoughts and feelings. And so if you have a feeling like there's never enough money, then that's the experience that you will continue to live. Even if suddenly money comes into your life, then very quickly something will come into your life that demands the use of that money. The car breaks down and suddenly you have a large bill to fix it. Something like this. We have had people talking of similar situations in their lives. So in order to attract abundance, expect it. Start living it. If you are abundant, you share. So start living your abundance. There is always something that you can share. There is always a charity you can donate to, or an individual who you see on the street who you feel to share something with. You can share your love with an action, helping someone. This is a sharing. It is coming out of abundance. That somebody has asked these two, why do you make your recordings so cheap, so inexpensive, as they were invaluable to me? So the answer is simple. We wish to share this with everyone. So if we can take a look at this in terms of abundance, these two are offering various programs for two different prices. So when you decide to have a program, do you come from a place of abundance? Do you come from a place of abundance? Yes, I can bring this into my life. I can afford to pay this lower price. It is a challenge, but I can bring it in. And in doing so, you are bringing in abundance into your life. On the other hand, if you are looking at these prices and say, oh, this one's cheaper, I am going to just go with the cheaper price, then what you are doing is lowering your ability to create abundance. You are choosing less rather than more. And so, beloved ones, understand that how you project yourself is what you create coming into your life. Create abundance for self. Intend abundance, and it will come. Live abundantly. Share. Be generous with those in your life. If you are generous with your health, with your love, this is all creating abundance. When you share your love, abundance can come in many ways. And so be open to give. And then, as you give, receiving will occur. Okay?
Thank you, Alcazar.
So, are we going to do a short meditation, Jules?
Oh, yeah. I think that sounds pretty nice.
Okay, so as most of you know, it's possible to have a background music, and Ashley will put that link up. And how do we use the link, Jules?
Okay, well, you're going to click the link. There it is.
There it is.
And it'll open in a new window. And you have to actually look at the very, very bottom of your web page, because that's where the volume control is. So we'll turn our cameras off. We can play the music and get the volume how you like it. And then we invite you to close your eyes, because with your eyes closed, you become far more sensitive to the energies.
Okay, we'll see you after the meditation.
Okay.
And so just selecting the music, if you'd like music, then close the eyes, relax, and go inside. And so, beloved ones, we are with you once more. And first we invite you to invite the energies of the earth, the energies of Gaia, to come up into your body, into your energy field. Very good. Just allowing for the possibility that the earth can respond to you. And so now we ask each one of you to invite the etheric Stargate, the consciousness of the Stargate, to come down around you.
And so we call
And so we
for the presence of an etheric Stargate.
and just feel. For many of you will actually feel as if a Stargate is coming down around you. Just imagine, invite an etheric Stargate, and it will respond to you, whether you feel it right away or not. And so now we are going to vibrate all the etheric Stargates around the world. And as we vibrate them, the energy created by the etheric Stargate will move up through the dimensional ranges. And so we are starting that process, and we are doing it very rapidly. So moving out of the third dimension, already up into the fifth, through the fifth and into the sixth, vibrating faster and faster, nothing to do. And merging into the seventh dimension now, whereas most of you know, we pause for a few moments.
And so your Stargate is vibrating now at this seventh dimensional vibratory level. And we ask each and every one of you to ask inside right now for a strong 12th dimensional, 7th dimensional energy field.
We call for a strong seventh dimensional energy field in all the etheric Stargates. And as you relax into this seventh dimensional energy, slowly, slowly, your energy, your vibration will gently rise. It is that simple. It is that easy. We continue now to vibrate the Stargate even faster.
So moving through your 8th dimensional frequency ranges and continuing to accelerate through the 9th, vibrating into your 10th dimensional frequencies now, and continuing.
Faster and faster, moving up through, already reaching into the 11th dimension, merging now into the 12th dimensional energetics, where again we pause.
And so your Stargate now vibrating at this 12th dimensional level. And we ask each one of you to ask for a strong 12th dimensional energy field.
We call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in all the etheric Stargates around the world. Very good. And again, as you relax, slowly, slowly, your vibration comes into harmony, into balance with the 12th dimensional frequencies. And in this space, it is very possible, very easy for you to switch your focus from being in the physical reality to being into that which we call the quantum field, the vastness of all that is. And so just have the intention of being focused in the quantum field. You don't have to do anything, just the intention, just focusing in the vastness around you, the vastness that surrounds you. It is that simple, it is that easy. A little difficult at first for the mind to understand, but just inviting that connection with the quantum field. And it will just happen because you are always in the quantum field. The quantum field includes everything and every potential. So even though you are not aware of it in your daily life, you are always within the quantum field. And so in this space, in this energetic is where you connect with the various guides, as well as all the different dimensions. And so we are going to ask each one of you now, just to ask inside for the guides who would wish to work with you in this moment to bring their energy into your etheric Stargate.
And so we call for the presence of all the guides wishing to work with us in the here and now. personal guides, ascended masters, star families.
And just feel as they gently bring their energy to you. Very good. Very good. And so, this day we have been talking about healing, talking about creating. For it is so important for you all to understand that your very thoughts, the very words you speak, the feelings that you have, whether they are expressed or not, they are all vibration. All that vibration moves out into the quantum field. It is happening now. It is happening every moment. Every moment of waking, every moment of sleeping, your energy is radiating. It is your energy that is creative. Whether it creates an illness, whether it creates abundance, whether it creates more love or lack of it, it creates. And it is the way that you think and act in life that bring you experiences to reflect back to you the way that you think and the way that you feel. And so if there is anything in your life that you would prefer not to be there, then by changing your beliefs, by changing the programs that you have in the subconscious, then you change the reality. And so, beloved ones, the key to a better life is understanding the programming within. Because it is in the subconscious, it is not something that you are immediately aware of until you make the decision to know what are these restrictive programs that are causing lack in my life, that are causing imbalance or dis-ease within my body. And the Stargate is available to assist in this progress. There are programs that we have developed and shared to assist you in freeing yourself from the limitations you hold within. Programs from your early childhood, even programs from whilst you are still in the womb, that have created internal ways of functioning that are limiting you in your adult life, that perhaps you do not understand. Why is it always like this? Why, despite everything I want, the old continues? It is because of these programs, and you can free yourself from them. Beloved ones, we are going to bring you a short transmission of energy right now. It will be unique to you. For some of you, it will bring the ability to create insight. For some of you, it will be helping in the assisting of rebalancing the physical body and other possibilities and potentials for you all. But we will not talk more of it. We will simply ask you to relax, and we are going to send an energy which is uniquely for you. Your guides are creating an energetic, exactly what you need in this moment, and we bring it to you right now. And so some of you might feel an energetic coming to you. For some of you, it will feel quite a strong energy. For some, it will be extremely subtle, almost imperceptible. And for some, it will be a frequency that you cannot feel right now. But it is coming to you. If you are open. We are working with you right now. And so this transmission will be short, but very effective. And just allow yourself to relax and receive without trying to figure out, what is this for me? What is it doing? How is it working with me? No, just relax and allow. It's that simple. It is that easy. And this is the basis of the Stargate work. And so, beloved ones, we love you and we bless you. We honor each and every one of you. And we will talk to you again very soon. Okay, so gently come back. And as you can see, we've turned our cameras on.
I'm still in a very gentle space. It's nice.
Your picture was very fuzzy for a moment, so maybe that's why. So, as Alcazar mentioned, there's different techniques, and Rita has made a comment that the essence of life.
Youthing with the essence of life.
Yeah, it's been a great help for her.
Well, what I realized is in that program, it was actually just a 2-week program. And the first week was choosing one area of your life where you know you have some kind of a limitation or a program. And it was using this meditative space to let every facet of how that's impacted you come to your awareness while you're simultaneously bathing it in this energy of love and this energy of the essence of life. So that makes sense. And I actually forgot that we have a program that does that. A program for your programs.
And Ashley's put the Isabel's link, bioreprogramming.net, where you can access her book. You can actually download it. And Bryce has very helpfully added the information about Louise Hay's book.
Nice.
So 3 resources there, one after the other. Thank you all so much for your support.
And thank you all so much for being with us today. This gives us a boost too. I was telling Prageet after the last one that we did, I was saying, I love doing this because I feel so energized and like lighter afterward. And Prageet laughed and he said, yeah, it's almost like it's an embrace from the guides. Yeah. So we'll be back again next Sunday, same time, 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah. And it seemed we have a nice, it looks as if we have 1,915 on this broadcast.
No, that's how many people are registered. Right now we have about 279.
Okay. And the others are watching on the other channels. And we'll be watching later. Cool. Okay. So much love to everybody. Take care. Enjoy life. Be abundant. And we'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.